Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Quarantine Corner with Chris. I am, as always, Chris, and we are going to title this episode, You Fucking Goons. And what I'm talking about specifically is these idiots that are protesting government restrictions and quarantine because it infringes upon their rights. Well, you're fucking stupid. You're morons. You do not have the intellectual capacity to even be opening your mouth and allow your voice to come out. You are such goons. You're fucking goons. You're just morons. I can't understand what is running through some people's heads. For example, there was this protest in Lansing, Michigan, protesting Governor Whitmer's further shelter in place, stay safe orders that she released here a couple weeks ago. So all these idiots took to the streets of Lansing, where they blocked the entrance to the damn hospital so people couldn't get to the hospital. People whose jobs were to go save people's lives couldn't get to work. People who needed their lives saved or who were very sick couldn't get to the hospital to get treatment. These fucking idiots are like, no, the fact that I can't grow my own garden, blah, 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 which is false, by the way. You can still grow your garden. You can still buy gardening supplies. You just can't do it at Home Depot and Menards. I'll get to that in a minute, though. All these idiots are like, yeah, our rights are being infringed upon, and so we're more important than the lives of the people that need to get to the hospital. You're idiots. Not only were these idiots, they're protesting a manner which interfered with a hospital, but they're there all on top of each other. Oh, you see the video footage is horrendous. You see all these fucking morons standing around in large groups talking and shooting the crap. Yeah, that's the way we're going to get that you're going to get the shelter-in-place orders and whatnot lifted. By standing around together, mingling, and further spreading the disease. So the numbers get worse, we don't flatten the curve, and we're going to have to be restricted for longer. It's what could actually be going through these people's heads, I do not understand. I mean, maybe if one of you out there watching this has an intellectual argument on behalf of these people or are one of these idiots, please tell me where your head is at in my comments and let me know why it is the correct decision to protest that your rights are being violated during this time, like the government's actually trying to start a new world order or some shit. Like they're actually trying just to take away your rights and not save people's lives. I mean, how selfish and little can you possibly be that you don't care about the people who are dying from the coronavirus? Now, let me lay some facts and some information on you. The fact is, the coronavirus is real. It's an actual thing that's happening, despite how some crazy people think that it's just this fake hoax of the government's ability to control you. Yes, I'm sure all these countries who fucking hate each other, China, North Korea, America, fucking Iraq, Iran, all their governments got together and said, hey, you know what? Let's create a fake hoax virus so we can get further control of our people. I'm sure that happened. I'm sure that there's a high probability that took place. So that's the one thing that you got to think about first to let you know that you're fucking wrong and you're a moron. There's no way that all these governments collaborated to create a fake hoax virus in order to control people. Like there's some big kingpin behind this thing that's going to instill New World Order across the entire globe and has enough support that he can get away with it. Come on, man. What are you thinking? How stupid are you? Next. So that's the first thing. The second thing is next. So let's rehash. The coronavirus is a real thing that's happening. It is killing people every day. It has overstressed health systems around the world. Governments around the world, in order to be able to provide proper medical care, are limiting people's movement to slow the spread of the virus so that the hospitals aren't so overwhelmed that there's people dying in the street. That is the core ideal behind all these stay in place, shelter in place, lockdown, whatever you want to call it. That is the core idea behind it, is to slow the spread. Nobody thinks they're going to stop the spread of the virus, but they want to slow it to a manageable level. So, again, you don't have people dying in the street because there's not the facilities to take care of them. And I'm not just talking people that are dying from coronavirus. I'm talking about the hospitals are so jam-packed that other patients coming in with other emergencies and other serious health concerns, there have to be beds and for them and personnel to take care of them. And that's not going to happen if we all just go about our regular lives and run around like crazy and spread this thing all over. So, these are all facts. So, why does anyone think that, nope, it's just someone trying to fuck with their rights and they're going to do what they want and they don't care? Like, these people that are going out and fueling this and interacting with each other, they're literally saying, I don't give a fuck if I have the coronavirus, and I don't give a fuck if I give you the coronavirus, and then you go home and give it to your mom, and it kills your mother. These people literally don't care about human life. And some of them may actually care about human life, and they're just too stupid to understand what's actually going on here. But the essence is, whether you're too stupid to understand what's going on or not, you are literally saying that you don't care about killing people. And if that's the type of person you are, fuck you, goodbye, don't watch my videos, fucking unfriend me on Facebook, whatever. If you can say that you don't give a shit about other people's lives, then fuck off. So, now that I got that off my chest, give me a moment, I gotta wet my whistle here. I want to talk now a little bit about what's going to happen in the long run here. So, we've talked about how the coronavirus is real, and it's not going away anytime soon. It doesn't look like they're really near to a cure in any shape or form, or actual vaccine in any shape or form. So what does that mean for us in this world? Well, that's the thing. Nobody knows. There's a lot of projections about numbers and second rises, second peaks in the virus, if we go back to work too early, etc., etc. Well, that's the thing that I like you to keep in mind, folks, is that this thing is real, and the people that are in charge of the government, that are the governors, the president, these health teams, the CDC, the WHO, to some extent, even if they are all fucked up, these people are trying to figure out what the next steps are and what's gonna happen. And no one has the answer right now. No one has the answer. So, in my opinion, we should all just do what we're told by our governments. Not without question. I'm not saying be a mindless drone who just does whatever the government tells you to do and questions nothing. But as far as this virus is concerned, let's listen to our governments, or our governors, whoever. Let's take the proper measures to try to manage the spread as best as they can, because until someone actually has an answer, this thing is going to be around. And it's going to continue to kill people. It's going to continue to spread. And don't worry about the fact that you can't go boating, you can't see your family, and blah, blah, blah. I get it. It sucks. We all dislike staying in our homes and doing nothing. Everyone that's doing that, by and large, hates the fact. But right now, it's the only way that we are going to give the world a moment to take a breath, give all the health providers in the world a moment to take a breath and go, okay, how do we fix this? Can we fix it? And if we can't fix it, what are we going to do to mitigate it? So, those are just kind of my thoughts on that. That's about all I really have for this episode. It's just, it was bothering me so much, I had to make an episode talking about it. And, hopefully you are out there and you're staying safe and you're taking every precaution you possibly can, and you're not one of the idiots out there breaking the law and operating a non-essential business when you shouldn't be and all that business. I know that I'm doing my part. I'm staying at home. I'm losing money because I'm unable to do any kind of work or anything at all. And that does suck. It blows. It's hard to manage. It's hard to get through. I'm talking to my bill companies, but you need to be doing the same too. Let's all do our part and do the best we can to slow the spread of coronavirus until somebody has some more definitive answers. Thanks, and have a great evening.